Yes, welcome back to Footy and Friends. Oh, what a bloody time. I've missed you guys. How are you?
Good, mate.
Mick,
Good.
you well?
Yeah, going well. Nice knit.
Thank you, mate. Nice hood.
Yeah.
The Tawny Blues, mate.
The Tawny Blues.
Have a look at the Tawny Blues on
Reynolds,
you.
how are you, my boy?
Yeah, really good, mate. I'm
Hey.
footied out from the weekend. I've watched that much.
am I.
Before we get into footy, we've got a bit of feedback on the weekend. Not enough footy on Footy and Friends. Too much friends, not enough footy.
Did you get that feedback?
I think so.
Did you?
Yeah.
We reflected post show last week. We didn't talk about footy.
Nah, okay, we will this week. Don't worry about that. But something that, not because the footy is in front of friends, but doesn't mean in life that's how it works. They're on equal. Actually, friends probably first. Yeah. Old mate's birthday on the weekend, and we thought I forgot. You thought I forgot.
You did.
I did. Well, technically I did, but I wanted to say happy birthday to you on the weekend, mate.
It wasn't until I actually posted probably on Instagram a day later than what it actually wasn't. And all those people were like, oh, happy birthday. I was like, hey, it's actually yesterday. But
It is very hard to know when someone's birthday is, though, isn't it?
It's nearly impossible now.
Yeah. Cakes and candles, my boy.
yeah.
Can
Katie,
you way of saying happy birthday?
Yeah, that's great. Anyway, Katie made me a little brownie. Had a really nice bottle of wine that actually Matty Richo gave me for my engagement many years ago.
You popped the cork, did
I
you?
just kept it, and I was like, you know what? I think it's time we.
Time for a bit of Richo tonight.
Yeah, so we drank it. Yeah, and it was.
What
delicious.
sort of brownie was
Friday
it? It wasn't
night.
a bloody hash brownie, was it?
No, we don't do that. Okay. It's just pure chocolate,
Okay.
triple choc.
I don't know what Brett's up to these days. It's just who knows what he's doing.
Richo.
Mick, what happened?
Richo.
How was your weekend, mate? Did you have an eventful
I had a
weekend?
busy weekend.
I didn't catch any of the footy yet. So what happened?
Well, I had a double
Give us a
header. I had a double. I worked the VFL North game Saturday.
Respect.
We went down by 60 there, and then yesterday at Marvel looked up to the ABC box, and it was the dulcet. I could only assume the dulcet tones of Brett Deledio. Yeah, and a poor result yesterday. So yeah, just licking the wounds a bit this morning.
Hey, but we love that you fronted up, mate.
Yeah, front
One
up.
thing that he's always going to do is going to front up. And we are on the north. We believe in the journey. Hey, journey's not linear.
No,
and you know what's crazy? You look at a graph, right, and it's going down and very down at the moment, mind you. But when you reverse back, take a couple of steps back, that's minuscule. Because then you see the fucking trough. The peak. You see the peak, and it's coming. It is coming.
Yeah, we've got a bit of work to do though.
Yes,
and
we do.
We're not.
It's not going to be immediate. I don't
we're not
think,
backwards
that peak.
and we're not backwards in coming.
Trying to be positive here.
Not backwards in coming forwards about it. Like yesterday, I think the comment was made heading into the game. Like it was 4:00 Sunday, 2-0 on 5 sides. The narrative out of it, whoever was to be unsuccessful, which it was us, and kudos to Hawthorn.
They did play well.
We just went up for the fight for probably 1.5 quarters of the match, which has been a little bit of a trend for our group across the year. So it's something we'll get to work on. But the narrative does become, we're 0-6 and we've got some work to do.
Yeah.
There was a few fundamentals, I think, that really stood out with kicking and handballing and just the execution of little things. But then there's also the defensive stuff that just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Do you know what's interesting, though? And this is the insight we can give in all seriousness. Because I have been in a team that is...
I have been in a
and
team. Zip and 9, we were back in 2010.
I don't even think...
Zip and 10, I'll raise you.
Were you?
Frios,
There
2016.
you go.
Wow.
So I can't. I don't know. But I'm not sure. I've blacked it out of my mind. It was PTSD. But you. The funny thing is, and it's not funny at all, but the hard thing is, no one at the moment is actually working harder than North Melbourne. Like you go there and training and all these things. Like when you're when you're unfortunately not going your way.
Yeah.
You're actually working harder than 90% of the competition. Yeah. And it does take time. Look, it took Carlton a long time for them to click as well. So, unfortunately, sometimes you're working hard, and then the pressure builds, and then you make mistakes, and because you're working, it means.
I think Brett summed it up pretty well. I
thought
the fundamentals were.
To be honest, I thought I was halfway through summing it up pretty well until I got fucking cut off.
I was like, you're summing it up horrendously.
Yeah.
So it's time to jump in and get the expert comments man from the ABC and validate what he's operating.
Apologise.
Because he mentioned fundamentals, and
I was going to get there. I was
Go and find the code.
Fundamentals and pressure and a bit of defence. I think. Like when you're searching for answers, you've got to strip it right back to
Give it a crack.
to what the core is of the game, and that's doing the basics well. I think what we did see yesterday, and I haven't, so we record this on a Monday morning, Monday AM. We release it when? Not sure, but anyway. So I haven't gone back and done. I'll do the Vision, the Savo, but what it did feel like live when there was the patch in the second quarter. There's no questioning the effort or in the intent of the players. A bit about the method. Like grabbing free kicks, like jumping on balls.
Tackling a cactus, as Brett would say.
It becomes a bit...
there were a few missed tackles there.
The desperation probably outweighs, the calm head and just the method.
Is that
of getting things
experience
done
and
right.
the older heads that you probably do lack? I mean, you've only got 2 30-year-olds on your list. Both of them didn't play. Haven't got a huge core group in that. And that's where you see... your Geelongs and Collingwoods, they've got those experienced heads that are able to calm the ship when the shit's hitting the fan.
Yeah. I was always big on teams. Like, I loved what even Brisbane did when they got, Hodgie up there, Birchall. You look at Melbourne. Hodgie, I said.
Hodgie and Ruff. Hodgie and Ruff.
That was my
Then you
favourite.
get Melbourne, you got like Jordan Lewis.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's a play for...
Well, we've got, like Brett said, 2 30-year-olds on our list. Liam Shields, Hugh Greenwood.
Well, he's a good player.
Yeah, and they were both in the VFL on Saturday. But yeah, there's enough experience. Like we're not kind of reaching and looking for too many excuses at all. Like some of the challenges I think for us at the moment are the guys that have been around a while that it's go time on their career as well. If you're 4 year plus, we've got to continue to challenge and make sure that they're understanding it's their side, and in those moments they need to grab a hold of it. And is it just to find a mark or get a stoppage? Probably at times,
hit a target,
give the hands.
Probably at times where Oppo's getting 2 or 3, and we're thinking, gee whiz, we need to get 2 or 3. If Oppo get 2 or 3, it's a bit of an arm wrestle. We're able to do that a little bit better in the second half.
We can talk about this till the cows come home, but I know we have other things to do. We actually have a big guest coming on today as well. Big guest. Really exciting. Well,
Cooter, is it?
You both know this person.
Jared Waite.
Oh,
You both know this person.
no, it's definitely not Clayton Hinkley.
It's not Clayton Hinkley. Don't say any more. Don't say any more because I don't want to ruin it before he comes in. But just on the North thing, is this week, I can imagine 2 things. One's a bit of a joke, one's serious. One will be the mouth guards will be coming out this week. I can imagine in training. We all know what those are like.
Yeah.
The other thing is, from all reports, and I've had bolts, and we've all been connected by someone that's been under Clarko as a coach. And one thing he's probably most well known for is like that situational training. So I can assure you that would be such a big role at the moment of 5 points down, 5 points up. That's something that you have to actually, it takes a while to educate young players on.
Yeah. We probably haven't done a huge amount of it, to be honest.
No,
No, I don't think they need to, mate, because they're not worried about the end of the game. They're worrying about, let's hit a target when we come out of the fence. Let's make sure we roll up.
Get me down there, mate. That's what I was known for.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
So what you said there is not right.
Yeah.
The shocker.
You wait this week.
You just set
You're
them up,
going to be
mate.
doing situational training out at
they won't
training.
be.
You don't even know yet.
Why?
Because fucking who knows. Darcy, we got our guest in yet? 5 more minutes. All right. No rush.
No rush.
This week. Okay, so
We're talking footy. A lot of footy here.
a lot of footy. West Coast on fire.
Yeah.
Harley Reid.
Harley Reid.
Wouldn't read about it.
Wouldn't?
Yeah.
Did he text you again?
No, not this week.
He will after he sees that jumper.
3 goals. They're saying, it's very early to say this, but how good's his marking above head?
Right. I've watched it from his...
From
sevens.
Tom Gala.
No. From his champ stuff that he played, his pioneer stuff.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, the kid can grab it.
I think he's grabbed one thing, but his evasiveness in the shoebox when he just shrugs the hips and
Yeah, power.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
So again, not on the North thing, but just like for a second, it's when this stuff happens. Unfortunately, things come up. And
Hindsight, beautiful thing.
Nick Larkey's a great servant of that. North
Yeah.
Melbourne
100 games
week.
yesterday.
Yeah, congratulations to him.
And fought on like a cage lion.
And I actually really like him.
Big Soof.
Really love Soof. I agree he's a very good player. I think he's on 200 plus this week, actually. He might be taking a rain check. But anyway, that was funny because you look back to that game against Gold Coast where last year at Tassie, and if they had and you're always winning culture, you got to do these things, but he kicked 9 and North won and they lose the pick on Harley Reid. Now, we'll say before, McKercher and Dersma are going to be very, very good players. But at the moment, short term, it's like the graph we were speaking about before, guys, right? You're up close.
Yeah.
Take a look back.
Yeah, it's going to go up and down a little bit, isn't
is.
it?
Yeah, yeah.
It is.
It's going to have your troughs, your
Yeah,
peaks.
it's going to be. Right now, you're judging it. Yeah, Harley Reid is looking. The beacon of
Exactly.
light is glowing down. But yeah, McKercher and Dersma.
Very good.
With their. Yeah, right now, we need to be able to support them a little bit more in terms of. Yeah, just allowing them to exist in AFL and improve their game incrementally. But they'll be very, very good players in time.
Very good. Before the guest comes in, who do you think it is? Any guesses?
Is it Richo?
Have they played the game
Yes.
with either of us?
Yes.
With you?
Yes.
Sean
Giants.
Hampson.
Sean Hampson.
Giants. Big Mummy.
Maybe,
They were big
maybe you've
footsteps.
broken bread. Maybe it's Shez.
Oh, we'll see. Here again.
Tommy Shez.
Oh! I read something on the Kyabram Free Press.
Yes.
And they were talking about our trip to Tongala.
Oh, wow.
And
What
it
did they
was-
say?
They said...
A former teammate of all of ours.
Hey, brother.
Hey, mate, good to see you. How are you?
Thanks for having me,
So,
mate.
yeah,
You got on the dog
right,
end,
jump
didn't you?
over here.
How are you, mate?
Good, mate. How are you?
Good.
Do you remember? Do you remember Brett?
Yeah, I know Andy, mate.
Very good friends. Very good friends.
Marcon, how are you, mate? Adam Marcon, for all those out there playing at home, former good friend and teammate of mine, Northern Knights. Together we had the Northern Blues, Preston, whatever that was called, Preston Blues, captain of that club. Incredible. Thank you, mate. Went over to Williamstown, captained them to a flag.
How many games did you play there?
Just over 100.
100
really? Not the
games.
goals, yeah.
Played some very good football, and then rookie to Richmond, played with our friend Brett.
Yep.
Now he's coaching
With?
Mick
Yeah, we're
at
going full
North.
circle.
So
Wow.
it's
Yeah.
an incredible, and obviously the parallels of the funny footy story we've been talking about, but one of the great men in football. Would you agree, guys?
Oh, mate. Sorry, I didn't realise I thought you were making a statement.
Sorry.
Very good. Hey, mate, good to see you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Whilst we've got him,
Yeah.
and it's fresh off, and he knows where I'll go with.
So you know what's been. You listen to the show, Adzi?
Yeah, of course,
he
every
loves
week.
it. Yeah, he loves it.
Yeah.
So we went down. I said we had the VFL. So Adam does the mids at the VFL level
Yes,
on a Saturday, and again, wasn't a great day for our VFL on Saturday.
Wasn't.
So we'd finished up and we'd gone to the after match function. I had to duck off, but Adam went over the after match function and he turned some heads on the way out of the function. He was walking out.
What do you say?
No, he was just walking through the car park and trying to get to his car, and he actually got mobbed, right, by a lady in a Box Hill jumper
full Hawthorn
taking
kit.
autographs. If we have a look here,
Oh, someone's snapped him.
yeah.
You've been papped.
Yeah, it doesn't happen
So
too often.
he's getting.
Wow. He's getting on photos.
So that's a selfie. And then he just says, "Go to the Seagulls."
So she's a Seagulls fan, I suppose.
Yeah, Seagulls fan. Seagulls
was. She
member.
had a Box Hill jumper
she
on.
told me she's a Seagulls member. So I think Tommy Lynch, who I was walking with, couldn't believe his eyes when someone yelled out for the autograph, and it was for me, not for.
Did
not for
Lynch
Big
get
Rick.
asked for the?
Nah.
That's
He
great.
didn't. That's unbelievable
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, so it doesn't happen too often. So you got to take them when you can.
Go the Gulls.
Marcon, so obviously a massive journey in football. Just to give, I wanted to say a little bit more about Marcon because honestly one of my favourite players, beautiful family. How many kids you got now? Two?
Two.
That's unbelievable.
And I can announce one more on the way.
Oh,
too.
my God,
Yeah,
an
so-
exclusive.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think, Brett, you got three. Is that
I got
correct?
three, mate.
So,
Yeah, so
come,
ne-
come for some tips.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, mate. You're
I don't
right
ask
about
these
it.
blokes. One's hard enough with these.
Yeah.
two.
Well,
Bloody
yeah,
hell.
one. Because Dylan, you and I were family men.
Oh, we are family. Do you spend any time with your family? 'Cause-
All the time.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
Every spare moment.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's genuinely knocked me up. Well done, mate.
Yeah,
That's
thanks,
terrific.
mate. Yeah,
That's
thanks.
terrific.
Jesus Christ.
Three, what are you thinking?
Yeah, no, it's in for more pain, I think,
Yeah.
for a little while.
Down the track, mate, it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, true.
You know?
Yeah, that'd
Yep.
be great. Anyway, Marcon's very good friend Kane Lambert as well. So they
Yep.
played most of their football together through Northern Knights.
Mate, I've never seen two thicker, tighter blokes when they're at Richmond together. They're in each other's pockets.
Not even you and Richo.
Hey, closer than me and Richard.
Yeah, it was like the VFL version of you and Richo sort of thing, was it? That's fantastic. Anyway, mate,
couldn't
take
get a
us
look
through your journey of VFL football because we do love it as well. Give us a quick rundown and then getting that final opportunity to actually go to Richmond as well after Kane got picked up. I'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, no, awesome. No, I love the VFL and sort of gone full circle there, back coaching at VFL land as well. So just a lot of resilience taken to play in the VFL, VFLW for that matter of doing it after school hours or uni, work, whatever you do. So played at the Northern Bullants with yourself, Dyl, for 3 years. Then went to Williamstown. Kind of got picked up the year before and I think they liked him enough to give his best mate a chance. So love the year I had there. Wish it was a little bit longer, but wasn't to be. And managed to win a flag at Willie. Went back there after Richmond and. So it's been pretty good to me, the VFL, and learnt plenty of lessons there, which are still holding me in good stead today. And now at North Melbourne with Mick, lucky enough to be coaching there and just loving my time there too.
Such a good person. I think there's a definite man crush that I've got on Marcon. But if you think of people that we all play footy with these guys that just have that fucking resilience, and I could never have done just that. Never say die attitude that he has. I get goosebumps thinking about it, but just to keep backing up, and then you look at him now in an incredible football club. These are the guys that you speak about. What we're going through at the moment with North. These are the guys you want with young kids, teaching them how to do it.
It's a really good call, Dyl. So I think our development coaching group at the moment is we mentioned Chompers Lynch. He's the VFL coach.
Who's that again?
Tom.
Yeah.
Who brings a lot of energy, doesn't he?
He does.
Paul,
Great
we call
man,
Clarko's one with nicknames.
Oh, we know. He called Chompers, I think, as well.
Yeah.
What was he called?
I did see a clip of
nice.
that. It didn't really make sense to me, but
Neither.
Dean Polo. Actually, why is it Polo?
Yeah, so I think
Marco
first,
Polo.
First meeting.
That's
What are we going to call you,
how we
Marco?
go.
Someone said Marco Polo, so now I
He's
get
Polo.
Dean for Dean Polo or Dino.
One of my
So
old teammates
Yeah.
as well.
That's a good nickname.
So if
Dino.
I
like
start
that one.
calling him Polo throughout this or Dean,
I thought you thought his name was Dean for a minute.
Well, you're just going with Marcon, like the last
Yeah.
name.
His
Oh,
name's
well,
Buckley.
Yeah, we weren't
Oh,
very
Deledio.
down at the Northern Knights. We weren't very creative.
But no, back to the coaching group we've got in the development space. We've got Emma Carney, so
Yes.
AFLW, 8-time All-Australian.
Yeah, star.
And you speak about star.
She is
well
a star.
said.
Star.
So she lives that balanced life, or the life where you have to be full-time work and
Not Tim Kelly from
Tim-
West Coast.
Isn't it? It's Tim Kelly from actually
Shepparton.
senior assistant coach of the Colbernabon Grasshoppers.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so that's Tim
I reckon I
Kelly.
played a lot of cricket with Timmy Kelly.
No, different Tim Kelly.
You would have
Oh,
bowled him
different
out, Brett, surely.
With him, you dickhead.
Oh, okay.
This is how it goes, right? Back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
Brazilians. Emma Carney, Chompers Lynch, Polo / Marcon, and Jared Leanett. So we've got
Jared Leanett.
Leanett. Yeah.
Shave Nugget.
Shaved Nugget.
Yeah.
Did you play cricket with him?
He
He's
loves
a former
cricket,
player,
actually.
you idiot.
He loves cricket. But they all have had a resilient path to where they are now. So we're really trying to embed that in the guys coming through at the moment. So
It's good. Marcon, tell us about your... have you got any sort of interesting stories from when you got taken to Richmond, like walking into the locker rooms, meeting?
Yes,
Yeah, please tell the truth because
Yeah,
he
we do
assumes,
joke.
he assumes that it
But
was
he is,
just...
in all seriousness, he is a bit of a... He's a big
he's
figure.
he's a presence.
He's a presence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was
Yeah,
saying.
look at him.
No, he was great, Brett. Took me under the wing.
No,
and,
he didn't.
Yeah, they had plenty of coffees. Me and Brett would go out all the time together. And
You would have had to
You're taking
buy
the
him.
piss.
You would have had to buy him, surely.
No, I've got,
Oh, you are not bad.
I've thought about which stance I take here in terms of like you two ganging up on Brett. So I thought I'd come in and support Brett today and just give you the honest truth behind. Yeah, no, great fella. And
I actually had a lot of time, him and Kano, because I admire the fact that there's like a good mate of mine, Axel Foley, did it a little bit similar in that toiled for a long time before getting your opportunity. And, mate, it's the perfect example for young kids to say, well, it's not always just play
you're
champs, draft, in.
number one draft pick. For some it is.
Oh, mate, yeah, sorry, I decided to do that, did I?
Yeah.
It's, but I love the
Everything's
story,
a choice,
and that's
but-
where you just earn respect straight away from
Yeah.
that, and that's where I think Adzi and Kane were both exemplary in that in that situation.
What's funny with footy, isn't it? You get what you... people say you get what you deserve in footy. I'm not sure if that's entirely true, but what you do get is good habits. And I think a lot of players have incredible habits. They're good, hard-working people. And it might not work one way or the other in footy, but what it does do is it sets you up for life after it. And then there's no surprises. Marcon is where he is now because those habits have been there from the start.
What year was it again? That you were
2016.
2016.
Yeah,
So that wasn't a great year for us, was it?
No, it wasn't.
That was the one where you decided to kick into the wind, I think.
No, that was 2014.
Oh, okay.
2016 was a year that we just played North in the elimination. We should have actually been probably a little bit better again, and then shit hit the fan. I left it that year actually.
So Dean,
that's our.
Did Dean Polo? Was Dean Polo still there?
Dean Polo wasn't there. He was at St Kilda and up at Albury by then, I think.
Yeah.
It was a tough year at Tigerland 2016.
Yeah, miserable. Not a great experience for you to come into, mate. I think.
What are your memories of Dylan as an underage prodigy?
Yeah, very good memories. So Dyl was one age group below me, so he played for Fitzroy. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dyl, but sort of I was playing for the Preston Bull Ants. We're in gold division, and Fitzroy typically sort of down in blue.
He's trying to buy. Yeah.
I imagine gold is a higher version of blue.
The funny thing is, I didn't know there was other divisions. So when I saw people rocking up, I was like, surely we're all just in gold. A few teams I'd never played, but we were a gold division team and very good at that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, didn't feel like it, but no, he was a very, very good, very exciting player coming through. A lot of talk about him, and saw him kick plenty of goals.
Yeah,
dangerous up forward.
You ever come off the back of the square?
Yeah.
At underage level? Dennis ever put you off the back of the square?
My game nous wasn't good then. Like something I definitely learnt later. The funny shit though was like that you play footy for is just hanging out at Preston City Oval. Like it was a good time. I really look because at the time as well it was, and this is a really good point actually. It was quite hard because Marcon was obviously, captain leadership of a VFL team and had to have that position of when other players come back into the team. And obviously they want to win and play well, but other players would come back and selfishly want to play themselves into the team. So it's actually a very underrated, hard situation. But I always loved coming back with the boys because I actually knew these guys a lot better than a lot of them had come from Northern Knights as well. So it was connection with Carlton, that is.
Yeah, we had a great culture. We'd do functions and we did Sir Bullan and we'd go out, to the city. Sir Bullan, it was the old function where
he's like
so Andre Gianfagna, who's now
he's an umpire,
AFL umpire. He'd put together some of the all-time functions and get the boys up to do a bit of a skit or a song or a dance and. They'd crown the Sir Bullan.
Did you ever win the Sir Bullan?
I never got up. I wasn't the sort of type to get up and get up there for Sir Bullan. But very, very popular event. And we'd have like the whole Carlton Footy Club there because it's like, what an event, what a night, and it was great.
Where was it held? At Cramer
Street. The home of football. Yeah, which is beautiful.
Will you go back to like a past players thing at all? You two?
Well, I'm actually, obviously you would have played a lot of games, but one thing I'm really proud of, and I don't think you think about it when you're there as much, but I remember my last game I actually played when I was at Carlton, I got presented a 50-game cup. So I played 50 games of VFL and this is where it's a little bit tainted because like the team changed a lot. Like it was Preston Bull Ants into Northern Blues into like a few other weird things. Yeah. So it had sort of lost its identity a little bit. So it's like even now I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Like because there's Preston now and Northern Blues.
Yeah.
So I'm like technically what am I connected to? I'm not sure. But something I'm actually very proud of is playing 50 games at that level.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, my old man grew up playing for Preston Bull Ants, and I've definitely still got a connection there. And then also at Williamstown, being a life member there. So a lot of love for the VFL standalone clubs.
Great jumper, Preston.
It's a great jumper. Oh, and that was what I was going to say earlier. So last week, Marcon, I thought you guys, whilst you did lose down at GMHBA, I thought you won the battle of the jumpers.
Beautiful.
I thought you had a great jumper. This week, I think you lost the game and the jumpers.
I
really liked the Hawthorn jumper. I loved it. I thought it was very good.
Majority brown.
I liked it. I liked it. I liked the long sleeve. I always think there's a little message to Clarko with Sicily wearing the long sleever.
I thought that was
he doesn't like the long sleeve, and Sicily was.
Are they allowed to wear them at North?
Jaden Stevenson's worn it a few times, and
Clarko would love that. Jaden probably not the week to rock that one. I reckon next week.
Yeah, you can wear it. I suppose.
Okay, sure.
They've sort of changed a little bit in their thinking, coaches, haven't they?
Well, apparently, like Ross Lyon was. It was always just assumed, I think, that you couldn't wear long sleeves at Freo, and Ross has since said, "I've never had that, never had it."
Yeah,
had
right.
the-
It's one of those things where they say, "Hey, there's a non-compulsory session on your day off. Like you don't have to come in,
Yeah.
but if you don't,
But
also
we're
don't come.
But
the next
we're
day
running
either.
this
Yeah.
on this
Yeah.
day off,
Yeah.
and if you can get down,
Yeah.
that's exactly right.
Hey, did you watch the footy this weekend, Mark?
I did.
Yeah.
Where'd you find the time? We had VFL Saturday into full day yesterday.
2 kids, one on the way.
And
Yeah.
two on the way. Well,
Yep. Just find a little bit of time Saturday night on the couch.
You did. What you see?
Blues Giants.
Yeah, Blues
I was
Giants.
there.
They were pretty impressive from the Blues. Yeah.
9 goals between the tall towers.
We saw you were there.
I was there.
I noticed that you got a photo with someone behind you.
Chris Judd, former teammate. Yep. And friend. Great friend, actually. He was saying we should catch up more. I said, mate, I'm very busy at the moment. I've got a kid. He has 4.
Yeah,
but-
he trumped you by 4.
He has
By 3 of
4.
them.
But it was a good game, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Fuck.
ripper.
It's the game at Marvel. So I don't go to Marvel a lot. I don't go to any games a lot. But fuck, it was loud. That was the loudest the Carlton supporters I've heard. And you can't tell me. Obviously, they played really well. But I was there thinking, I genuinely reckon the supporters got them over the line in that game. Like, Giants do something incredible and it goes deathly quiet. You can almost hear them, like cheering himself. You hear
we've
the
seen
Blues
that.
do something and it is... I had my baby there the first time. We had the earmuffs on. We had to take him inside. It was that loud.
Which is fantastic for the Carlton supporters. We
Yeah.
played him there for the Super Clash, and the atmosphere there was electric. It was so good. So I've been through a bit of pain.
There's a different kind of sound when Charlie Curnow goes into the ball. Like you can tell when he's in the area. It's gonna do something pretty special.
He does special stuff though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's amazing to
I
watch.
didn't see any of the game, but I was driving home. Were Giants in control of the game early?
They were.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good... Like,
Halfway
it was,
through the third, they were up by...
it was a very good
20
game.
odd
I
points or
thought
something?
Giants, to be honest, were going to run away with it and then...
They just went bang, kicked 6 goals in a row, didn't they? I reckon.
Footy's changed a bit in that sense. 25-point lead now is kind of nothing. So you
And come back.
click your fingers and it's...
Yeah. Hey, can I ask you a serious question about the Giants and where they're at
what we're
currently?
here for.
Injuries and now suspensions.
I know.
Like I know they're sitting 5-1.
Hogan and Toby go 1 week.
Yep. Cogs, I'm not sure
Deledio.
how far away he is, and Sammy Taylor potentially, we're not
Concussion.
sure where he's at. So, like, things are starting to just be a little bit more. And it happens. I mean, how often has it happened with the Giants? And we've lived it, being up there, but it's get on a great roll and everything's looking hunky dory, and then all of a sudden, a few injuries, couple of suspensions, and
I think the team's never been in a better position, but also I don't think the depth is as much there, if that makes sense as well. Like, they have an incredible team. Like, you look at that guy that's come in as well, Harvey Thomas. Like,
yeah,
he was I don't know where he was picked up, but he's not. It wasn't super high.
yeah, he's an academy kid from Corporal
adding a
Bremer.
lot to the team. And you look at someone like Brent Daniels and Jesse Hogan, as we said before. I know he's missing. They look really well rounded. I am confident they'll maintain, but you've got to win those ones you probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
And the next 4 weeks is going to be pretty important.
Well, I think that's and there's teams that can do it, and that's where you look at Richmond beating Sydney a couple of weeks ago. Lose a couple of players. Dusty doesn't play, Grimes, Broad, but then they still manage to get the job done. So good teams are able to cover that, I think. But yeah, it's going to be a challenge, that's for
It's
sure.
going to be a huge challenge.
Yeah,
They're playing Anzac Day night.
Anzac Eve.
Anzac night.
Anzac.
They always play Anzac Eve.
They're
against
playing
Melbourne.
Anzac night.
Yeah.
Oh, are they? It hasn't, not Anzac Eve. I thought it was.
Who they got?
Sorry, are we talking Giants still?
Yeah.
Oh,
Giants are playing.
yeah. No, they're
Brizzy.
playing that night. Yeah, I
Giants
thought
playing Brizzy.
Ooh.
Brizzy,
Yeah.
Canberra.
Yeah. It's
They're
cold.
they're VFL boys. They knocked off Werribee on the weekend too. So perhaps a little bit of depth there coming through that might be able to fill the void for a couple of outs.
When you rip the pillars out of an organisation like the
Very
Football
true.
Club have, it's very hard to stand on 2 feet. And,
I was
and
out
whilst
there,
they're
actually.
doing a great job,
Yeah.
with
Did you go? Did you?
I
with
was
the
out there
coach.
on Young Guns game.
the coach,
Sorry.
they're doing a great job with the coach that they've got, but
Yeah.
it's a big hole to fill.
I forgot to take a photo of the car. That's what I forgot to do.
the Werribee.
So you went out before for the curtain raiser.
No,
was it yesterday?
no. There was a Young Guns Vic Metro game on.
Yeah.
The Giants and Werribee played just before that.
Yeah,
And the
okay.
Young
Oh,
Guns
they
game
played
was on
after.
after. So
Yeah,
I was,
right.
yeah.
Just imagine being a curtain raiser for
The Young Guns.
the Young Guns.
Yeah.
That would be.
No, because that game was on before the Carlton Giants game.
Yeah, that-
So that all the
Get
boys
across.
went then straight across. But
How was that? Where were we, Brett?
Dimmy's
Nice drive.
good. Dimmy's good. Yeah.
Dimmy's is good.
Yeah, Steam Dimmy's.
Great
Not a
colours.
great drive. No,
No.
it's not my favourite. But
Good oval though. I love the oval. out
Yeah,
there.
it is
Yeah.
nice
Yeah,
oval.
played a couple good games out there actually.
Yeah.
Did
Played a
you?
few years
Me and
ago
Marcon
in
would've
the
played
game
good.
where it was like where we played Willie, and there was a fog. It was like a 2 o'clock game, but it was
Yeah, it was.
It was a fog. You couldn't couldn't really
quite
see in front of you.
No, well, not this.
I could always see the ball
This
'cause
bloke's
it's in your
vision
hands.
was bloody
Yeah.
up there with the best.
What was it?
He would have seen it.
Yeah.
That's good. At least 2020. At least. West Coast on 5. You heard of West Coast? 2 in a row.
Unbelievable.
Tigers won the Derby.
Yep.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Derby.
the Derby. Where's your old mob at?
Where
Where are they at, Mick?
Well,
They were
they
gonna-
could have
they were
easily
saying, they were saying like top 4 a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Sit down, Freo. Sit down.
They
Those free kicks
yeah, they
cost them.
they're a sniff away from being 5 and zip going into that game. So they. What are you smiling?
Oh, I was just thinking. I know what you're going to say. If it's him or Sheridan, they go, "Oh, we just need Matty Tabernar to kick a few." Fucking Matty Tabernar. He's meant to be fucking Wayne Carey or something. Honestly,
They're not picking him at
Like,
the moment. They're not
yeah,
picking
well,
Tabs.
there you go. Well, I
that
love
like-
Tabsy. I do, but
Oh,
like
you
the
should
way you
DM
blokes speak about him
JL.
is like he's Wayne Carey.
Yeah.
He's nearly 33 years
Yeah.
old or something. Like,
Remember when Tommy Sheridan did
He
DM
DM'd JL?
yeah.
about Griff Lowe? Was it? It was Peter Bell, I
yeah.
reckon. But they
Oh,
lost
that went
to,
well. He got fucking traded.
They
the
lost
next
to
year.
Carlton. Hey, isn't there some controversial umpiring decisions right at the death going on? But that was one. They should have won that.
Hey, it's not the umpires, mate. They're umpiring what they're told to adjudicate. They're doing a great job.
Yeah.
What?
And
Sam
then-
Draper laying on the footy and making love to it.
And then the Dockers now they're run. They got the Dogs who are red hot. Went and watched them live on Thursday night. When they get it going, isn't their best and worst kind of that far
Oh,
apart?
Bevo.
Then they got Richmond.
I didn't really notice Bevo's teeth the other night.
Oh, mate, they're big.
yeah, did
They're
you notice
chomp
those?
chomp. Oh, mate, I think I took it up last year.
Did you?
Yeah, done.
right. I only just noticed it on the weekend.
Mate,
In the
they've-
box, they were
it's-
glistening.
Just don't get your teeth fixed, cavities and root
Fillings.
canals and stuff. But you don't need to get the other
far.
ones. You don't.
Between him, Harmsy, Lobby, they
But
blind
Harmsy's
each other.
teeth are just real. He just has big teeth.
Does he?
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Lobby's, I think he's got the chomps.
Yeah.
But
I saw Jake Melksham get into him on that Triple M.
Yeah,
thing
that
he
was
did. He put sunscreen on the.
that's very funny.
Hey, Brett and Dyl and
Yeah.
Polo. Funny thing happened to me on what day was it? Friday last week, right? So, did you watch the Sunday Footy show yesterday?
Oh, I missed that one.
I watched it.
Brett was on it.
Oh,
Wow, eh?
on your birthday?
No, it wasn't my birthday yesterday, you clown. I told you it was Thursday.
Sorry.
So I got an email.
Oh, this is funny.
At 9:15 a.m. on Friday.
I got an email too. After you.
Oh, Michael, hope you're well, mate. Blah, blah, blah. Working the Sunday Footy show. They're looking for some retired players to get involved in loose handball. Again, they've used the word retired, which I'm humbled by, but I got delisted. I thought it would be a great option. Okay, so with an exclamation mark, so a bit of emphasis on that.
Bit of pizzazz.
You will be competing against your mate in Brett Deledio. Yeah, again,
would've
probably
been
a
great.
stretch. So I actually, 9:15
Loose
on
term,
a Friday,
mate.
I had some stuff to do, so I'm like, I'll pin that or mark or flag that.
I do that too.
And then I'll get back to that ASAP because I want to go and get my
Screenshot, Brett, what's this?
I want to go get my $100 voucher for St. Goliath clothing, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
And all the other goodies.
Oh, you get a-
eyewear's
you
in
get a-
there.
You get a putter as well.
You get a Callaway.
No putter.
Oh, they've cut the putters?
Gumbaya World.
Yeah,
Ooh, that would've been
family pass, which, I mean,
Pair of Aquila
Oh,
shoes.
you'd go with
Marcon,
you'd go with that.
kids.
You'd go with that, your kids. You
Clutch and Co. The quarter zip. Nice, Tommy Tyson. Anyway, so all this stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Well, no worries, I'll get back to you soon, Ben. Ben Danaher.
Oh, Benny.
Yeah, Benny. So then, at 10:15 a.m., an hour later, 1 hour. Hey, Michael. Sorry to withdraw so quickly. The spot has been filled. Thanks.
Benny, mate, you got to take it. If you want to go and lose handball, you got to scrap that up. Who'd you go with?
Matty Spang.
Spang?
it.
Yeah.
Spang Dang.
Yeah, big Spang.
Spangalang.
You wanted to go Gumbaya World. Are you going with the Spanger family?
Yeah, we will. Yeah, 'cause Katie and Georgie, his wife, they went to school together, great friends.
So you reckon?
we're-
You
I mean,
reckon Brett's been like, hey, mate, Spang, we've got Gumbaya World here. I don't want to go. I don't want to go with Riley
have
and
to
Lonnie.
babysit another kid.
I'd rather go with Spang and his, little ones.
Yeah.
That's what's happened.
Did you get him
There you
done?
go.
No, I got nutted.
Oh, wow.
Did you? I actually got another email,
Dubious.
boys.
Lloydie cost me though. Yeah. Anyway, you got another email,
I got
did
another
you?
email
Oh, is it
again.
from Qantas?
No,
Is it
this
from-
isn't from Qantas, but they're not happy and they're still looking into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Similar though.
Yeah.
So, this is from Nick. I won't say his full name, but Nick B. no, it's actually not Nick Butler, by the way. It's not Nick Butler. It's Nick Bootham. Okay, that's his name, Boothman. Hello to the Great Footy and Friends podcast. It is with great sadness I need to inform you of some absolute disgusting footage seen near Ron Casey Media Centre on Sunday post Melbourne Western Bulldogs game. Keep in mind this was a long time ago, 18th of March. Okay, Back near my birthday. After a long, hard day watching the boys do their thing, have a kick off the old pigskin, I ventured off to the toilets to relieve my bladder. Who else is having a similar thought? None other than the man who kicked 3 on him at the MCG when Dyl took him to the square and gave him a bath, Brett Deledio. Standing still for a good 30 seconds, I finished up before Brett. Perhaps he had a couple more shakes, but no judgment to that. To my absolute shock and disgust, I go to leave the room after, washing my hands with warm soapy water, and who do I see walking out in front of me? Old Dickhands Deledio. And he had wiped his nose on the way out. Why? I would imagine it was to see if they pass a sniff test before he heads out. Please quiz Brett on his hygiene. Interested to see if he claims this as a once-off or he just likes to walk around with piss on his hands all day. Sincerely, good personal hygiene, Nick.
He's genuinely checked out the conversation.
So, Brett,
Yes, mate.
do you just piss on your hands for fun or what?
No, I don't. I got taught young not to piss on my hands.
Yeah.
And if you don't piss on them, you don't have to wash them.
So, is
Who are
that...
the flogs that have to wash their hands? You probably do with your filter that you've got on the end of it, but I don't.
Well, no,
Brett.
he has a shower every. You have a shower.
I shower. Yeah. After I piss. Yeah.
Dickhands Deledio is a
Dickhands
great
Deledio. So...
Introduce
Again.
yourself next time, Nick. you
Yeah.
flog.
Well, he probably wanted to shake your hand, but after he's like,
won't
keep your emails coming in, ladies and gentlemen. If you see anything,
If you see me ever, just assume that I don't do anything.
That's cool.
And I eat lots of
there you go,
pasta.
there's
very,
Jim Sims.
Yeah.
very funny.
Oh, that's
Hopefully
terrific.
someone got footage of me eating a dimmy on.
that's good.
Oh, I hope so
I
too.
enjoyed that. That was
Marcon,
great.
give us your top 3 teammates of all time.
Oh, great call. Who do I really like? I have to give a shout out, Big Nick Meese.
I was gonna-
Remember Nick
I knew
Meese?
he'd be
yeah.
number one.
Yeah, so he's my cousin, Big Meese. So yeah, you would have known that.
He's got a little baby as well.
Yeah, he
I didn't
has
know
little
was your
Jack.
cousin.
Yeah, Meese's my cousin. So
Wow. One of the
Big-
best plumbers
big
in
monster.
the Victoria.
yeah, Meese Plumbing, shout out. Willie Wheeler, I really liked playing with
Oh,
Willie.
Willie Wheeler.
He's at
He's a
Yarrawonga
car-
Pigeons.
Yeah, is he? No, I was going to say he's a jig boy. That's his cousins, I think.
Yeah, so he's a great
Willie
premiership
He
team
was
out
a
of
good
the goals.
player. He's always one I hated playing against.
He,
Willie Wheeler.
Well, he played at Coburg too.
Yeah, Coburg boy. Yep.
Was he
Where
in
did he
Coburg?
play in
No,
the
he was at
GV
Pigeon.
though?
Yeah,
Yarrawonga.
Yarrawonga
No,
now.
he is now, but before he come down to.
What a
Where's he
name,
from?
Willie Wheeler.
Yeah, great name.
He in this wing back a bit of post-traumatic stress for you, but he had 2 shots to win the.
Yeah, I remember that against Richmond.
Goals,
Yeah.
and he hit the post, the same post twice.
He'll be
didn't
glad that got
Don't bring
brought
that
up.
up.
in
Oh,
conjunction
we'll
with
take
the-
that out.
Anyway, who's the best?
And then I might chuck in Jake Hot Dogs McBean in there.
Oh, wow. So you two would know.
I know.
McBean,
Yeah, I
McBean,
do.
wouldn't you?
Yeah.
3 greatest teammates of all time. Hang on, no, I'm wrapping my head around it.
Culturally.
Culturally. Oh, culturally.
Brett's had a tough 5 minutes.
Yeah. No, so Jake McBean's my best mate. His dad coached the twos
Hot dogs.
His dad coached the twos at the Northern Blues, and you could say he was a culture pick.
Yeah.
He made the list each year. He never.
Super Land night to organise
his
it.
dad was the coach of the twos, so technically the thirds, and he got like one game. But one day against Box Hill, we played like this 6-quarter game, and there's like the twos and we're playing. He got in. He kicked like 4 goals in a quarter, and reckons that like recruiters were like coming to his house and stuff. But he's just one of those guys that you love to play with.
Legend.
Lammy didn't get a sneak in there, or is
Yeah,
he?
he's probably the obvious.
Yeah.
I get stitched up at
Yeah.
North every time I mention Kane's name. They
Yeah.
they don't let me live it down.
Yeah,
So
yeah. You're gushing over.
I've
Yeah.
just got to be
It's a bit like Brett with Richo.
Yeah.
He's everywhere. He's Richo.
You got to pick your battles in that space, don't you?
Look at you, you're a fucking idiot. Oh, you mentioned his name more than I did. It's like
You
you're in
love
love with him.
Richo. You do love Richo, mate. He goes, I had my bloody birthday, and Richo got me a bottle of wine for my engagement party. We cracked it open
Like 8 years ago.
8 years ago. Keeping his wine for 8 years. Oh my God. You know where it might have been? Might have been from bloody
Where?
the show he's doing. He
Yeah.
stole off me.
Oh, maybe it wasn't. It wasn't Brown Brothers, mate, or whatever that thing is. that you-
Pepperjack?
Pepper Jack, is
yeah.
it?
It's God's.
That
God's.
was really memorable, your shows, weren't they?
Oh wow. Boys, anything else? What else is happening in the world?
Oh, I'm done.
Oh, I had one more thing. Speaking of our connection to the VFL, congratulations to the Coburg Tigers on the weekend.
Even though they're Coburg
Lions.
The Coburg Lions on the weekend. They won a game.
Yeah.
I think it was like 2 years,
It was, yeah.
and they beat the Pies.
18
the
months,
line.
I reckon it was. Some
Gee,
good scenes in the rooms.
Fair to say they'd be having a bit of fun.
You get your eyes across that. He's checked out.
Yeah. You've lost me.
You got a peeler of the week, Brett?
Oh, peeler of the week. That was it. You got a peeler?
No, not this week.
Marcon, what's on for the week? What does your week look like this week?
Extra hands,
mouth
kicking,
Yeah.
fundamentals.
Yep. Fundamentals, plenty of ground balls.
Yeah.
Then Thursday, the VFL boys are off to Blacktown. No better place, yeah.
Beautiful memories out
Yep,
there.
so out playing the GWS Giants, VFL boys on
Where are you
Friday,
staying?
1 o'clock.
Rudy Hill
Parramatta.
Hotel? Or?
Parramatta.
Yeah,
Parramatta.
Parramatta. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Para.
Big,
I drove my scooter out to Parramatta one day, which is like an hour. It's like driving to Geelong from Sydney. I didn't have a car.
What'd you do in Parramatta?
I just went out for dinner.
Who with?
My cousin lives out there. It was a shit story, but it was just a weird time. I remember driving on the M3 or whatever it's called going, I think I'm a little bit, this is actually quite scary. Like
Yeah.
the trucks coming past, I was fucking blowing everywhere.
How many times do you reckon you played at Blacktown?
Not a lot.
No.
No.
We didn't play that many games out there.
Well, you
Pre-season.
didn't, but I was out there a bit more than you. Is Marcon one of the, like, just a question for you boys at North. You know when you're at training and they, always come up a few numbers short on the track?
Oh, yeah.
Who's the players or the coaches that get out there a lot and try and end up showing up a few of the players?
Oh, I've got something to add to this.
I think the great man next door probably takes the
I
cake.
did,
with,
only once when we were on the pre-season camp on the Gold Coast.
How many stats?
I got
leading
picked.
disposal.
I knew that I was in. This is like the night before. Like,
So you prepped. You had the bowl of pasta.
Jed Adcock.
Gatorade.
Let me tell I'm doing a Brett. Let me tell the story. all right?
sorry.
Stop jumping in.
Sorry.
So Jed Adcock says you're in. And you're playing on the wing. It's not my natural position, but that's okay. It's
Okay.
flexible.
All right, as long as I'm starting.
So all the boots, got the jumper on, GPS in, the visor. Ran my patterns all day. Didn't touch it. Old Polo over here. Someone went off with something, a craze or something. So a number just had to be filled for a second. So he just put the yellow jumper over the top of the coaching T-shirt with the whistle still on.
Love that.
And he's forward 50 entry, bit of craft over the back, toe poke
snag one.
off
from the square.
the line for a goal.
Yeah.
Do you reckon there's something around the psyche that like you just relax?
Yeah.
It's almost like when you're in the twos and you play against the ones team on that Thursday game and you're just ripping these kicks that you'd never take, but you just dominate.
It's like a footy thing everywhere, isn't it? When you put the twos against the ones,
The
at
twos
training,
always win.
The twos just steamroll them. It's like no matter what the ones do,
Yeah.
you just can't.
Is that
get
what
the
you used to do to
momentum.
Brett's ones team at Match Sim?
They did in 16. I always watch from the box when I'm doing special comments to see the head trainers, like the S&Cs and the assistant coaches, whoever's coming off the ground, and see, just their strut and see how they go. Most of them chest out. Mick is coming off the ground as though the crowd's watching Mick come off, bounce left, right, and throws it up so it comes in, it comes back to him, and then just...
I saw that one yesterday.
I was
too.
just like... Mick. Mick.
Well, he's not wrong. You were watching him.
Yeah, you
I
were.
was. You were watching him, mate. You were
I was actually embarrassed. I was actually No, I was actually, Dad. I was actually looking up at the box because Butler was doing ball by ball, wasn't he, for
Yeah.
SEN or
Yeah.
AFL Nation?
Him and Big Joshy Jenkins.
And I couldn't get his attention. So you must have been just next door. I couldn't see through.
God.
But thanks for watching, Brett.
yeah.
Good job. Hey, I reckon best guess we've had so far.
Yeah.
Did you get why I got him in?
Yeah.
One good person,
because you
connection
keep-
to all of us.
Well, you've thrown him under the bus in every other episode and
Throwing him under-
trying to
throwing-
make me feel bad. And he's
Yeah.
come out and said that I was actually fucking
On the
respectful.
listen back, Brett's looked after me the most. That's
Yeah.
why I've sided with Brett today.
Oh.
You boys trying to stitch me up at every
They do,
opportunity.
every
but
chance.
Yeah.
We
Hey,
love it,
you
mate.
try and make me look bad like I'm some...
No, I,
King
wouldn't,
Dick.
I can't make you look bad, mate. You're
That
a
is
handsome
true.
man.
Yeah, thanks,
You're
mate.
a handsome
Yeah,
man.
speak slow. What else?
What's on for the
Regardless
week?
said
What's on for the
anything-
week, Dyl?
wait for me. I'm actually going to Adelaide tomorrow. Got live golf.
How good's that? I saw you.
Yeah.
John
John
Rahm
Rahm and
Rami
Cam
and
Smith.
Smithy.
Who
and
else, mate?
Brooks.
Yeah. Who?
Yeah.
What's his last name?
Brooks Koepka.
Yeah.
I've actually got a podcast. Do you guys watch Full Swing? Did you ever watch the
I've
Full
heard
Swing?
about it. I
podcast?
haven't seen it, but I've heard about it.
The guy named Ian Poulter.
Yep.
Visor.
Where's the outrageous kits?
Yep.
Got him
Wow.
playing in the Pro-Am.
You're playing with him?
No, I don't know who I'm playing with in the Pro-Am, but I'll let you know as soon as I do.
Your footage last week probably showed that you're probably a 30-plus handicapper.
I'm actually very good at golf. Like,
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I
footage-
heard the improvement's been.
it's been linear.
Your kit is horrific,
Yeah.
by the way. You can't wear denim jeans
Mate,
and New Balance
don't
runners.
jump in on that. I got fitted by a designer in Adelaide, and I didn't.
Oh my god! Well,
Yeah, I
kick
know.
their CNI dog.
I will.
You could run the Jason Day style
Oh,
of
that's
kits, I
what
reckon.
we
Look
Yeah,
like you were
that's
dressed
what
by
we're
Ray
gonna do.
Charles. That's who it looked like dressed you.
He's got some good calls today.
He's
Brett.
on today, Brett.
And I'm playing the Pro at Grange, playing at Royal Adelaide.
When's
Just a
that
bit
on
of a flex.
Wednesday?
That's on Wednesday morning, then Thursday playing at Royal Adelaide. Yeah, very lucky.
Bring the fam across.
Yeah,
Bring the fam across.
Come on.
No, you are not.
No. No, they're actually coming across. In all seriousness, Liv is a very family fun thing. So where Max, they've flown over Max, Juz,
Wow.
me, put us up. They've got, how's this? This is fucked. So in Liv, they obviously travel around the world a lot, and they have a travelling daycare service.
Oh,
So like with all the players' kids go to the daycare while the tournaments are on.
Unbelievable.
And the guy from Liv has like invited Max to go to the daycare. So if you're hanging out with like
Brooks
Brooke Kexler's kid, I said, put one on his chin, Max. I want to go there and just bash him. But yeah, so very exciting for Max.
That is good.
Yeah, good.
Have a good week then.
No, it's going to be good. I'm really excited. So if you're in Adelaide, make sure you come up say hello.
Won't be.
no.
Whoever's
No,
listening.
on the listening. If anyone's in Adelaide, make sure you come say g'day.
Make sure you
I'll
wash
be
your
there.
hands.
Wash your hands if you take a piss. You'll be in Sydney this weekend.
Yeah,
So
Sydney.
if you're in Blacktown, go see Dean.
I got the double on where Sydney, Blacktown.
Have you got the Giants as well?
Blackwell.
Friday, 1 o'clock.
I'll do the VFL Friday Blacktown, then
Yeah.
I'm on the bird to Tasmania for the Saturday game against Adelaide.
It's
So
not
what
a, you know that the
what a double.
Blacktown's not really close to the airport either, so that's a fair trip.
Actually, it is a tight turnaround.
It's like an hour, probably an hour.
Minimum.
Yeah. Thanks, mate. I'll ride my scooter.
Yeah, okay, do that. And Brettles, it's not your birthday again, is it?
No. It's not. No. I might open another bottle of wine from Richard.
Oh, yes.
How do we do the
Alright.
guests going forward? What goes on now?
Yeah.
What about when you did that scratchy thing? I thought about that today.
Oh, that was
we
terrible.
haven't done the scratchy.
No, I
since.
haven't done it since. What we will do is, though, because as you boys would know, I'm playing the Carlton draft soon. So I
I'm
haven't
going to
been,
a session.
I haven't been to a session since.
Maybe we should do one.
We will. We're going to do one in the next coming weeks. What's this space, actually? Can we talk about that yet? Yeah. Okay. We're going to be doing a 700 session with the community.
Who's doing it?
You guys.
Oh,
You can invoice. You can
Invoice.
invoice. Don't worry.
Got him over the line quickly
Invoice.
there.
Actually, I might say what Marcon's doing. He's a good coach.
Actually, would he bring the whistle?
He will bring the
very
whistle.
good.
And yeah, we're doing a session. 99% locked in at Carlton.
Right.
But they actually won't be able to have 700 there because, as your problem you brought up, there's too many on the field for a session. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a ballot to the community in the next coming weeks to come to this training session. You two are going to coach. You're going to commentate up in the box.
Oh.
You're going to commentate.
Is it on Carlton's
On
main
Carlton's
oval?
main oval. So we're getting out there.
Yeah, I wouldn't let
Can me and you
Nah.
just do like a couple of like 10
One-on-ones?
one-on-ones up
Yeah,
in the
done.
square? Kick
Love
it up
that.
in the air.
Easily, as
Take him deep.
long as you're happy to film them.
No, happy. Yes.
Yeah,
that's
easy.
pretty
And I
cool.
want them. I'll get Andre down to officiate them too, so you don't try anything dirty.
Onge.
So yeah, watch
be
this
tiny.
space. Excited. Best of luck for you guys this week. Bring the mouth guards.
Yep.
Um,
Fundamentals.
good thing that
Give the hands.
Jared McVeigh used to do when we'd lose. He'd like to.
That's actually Mark McVeigh.
Mark
Oh my
McVeigh.
God.
I've checked out.
Oh, wow.
Is that your? Did you almost get through the potty with no?
almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
No, he's had a shocker.
Almost.
He said a few things.
Rough. Hodgie.
Oh, Haji and Roth.
Hodgie and Rough.
That was a while ago.
Mark McVeigh, sorry.
Yeah, Spike.
They're brothers, so
They
it's
are.
there. But remember, he used to bring out the med balls.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
Tackling.
just to sign off.
Yeah, that was the worst send-off ever. So thanks so much for that. That was fantastic. That's why I do the send-offs. Thanks, boys. Appreciate it. Thanks for your
It's your
time.
show.
And it's my show. See you next week.